Hello friends, welcome to Holly Lolly channel, and today we have an interesting topic with you. We are going to go to combini and to an ordinary Tokyo supermarket. We will buy the same set of products, compare prices, and find out how different they are. Everyone knows that combini is a very cool convenience store and has a lot of necessities for life. Also there you can make a photocopy, print something, and order a certificate. For example, I needed a family status certificate the other day, and of course I thought I had to go to City Hall for that to get it. But no, they told me that you can get it at combini. There's a special machine where you scan your My Number card, which is analogous to a tax number, order a certificate, and get it. So it's very cool that there are such convenience stores where you can do absolutely everything. So because of all the conveniences, the prices there are an order of magnitude higher than in a supermarket. But how much higher I don't even know. So let's go with you to the stores, buy the same set of products and compare prices, and also wonder if something differs in taste or if everything is exactly the same. My sister Alina will help me with that. Now I will meet her on the way, and we will go with her to the nearest combini. Let's go! Here, for example, we see the first combini 7 to 11. Now we're coming up to Lawson, and then there's Family Mart. I like to shop at Family Mart, so that's where we're going to go. Here, for example, is instant noodles for 292 yen at combini. We also get onigiri for 200 yen. The sandwiches here are insanely good. For example, a chicken sandwich like this is 338 yen. I'll also clarify the prices. You have to look at the price in parentheses, because that's the price with tax included. There's one with egg, or a mix like this. You can see the prices right away. We got this one with egg and teriyaki chicken. Okay, next we got the eggs for 268 yen. I'm not sure if the supermarket has this, but combini does. Look, it's a noodle sandwich like this. I tried it once and I didn't like it at all. And the price is 168 yen. By the way, the chocolate chip buns like this are 135 yen. There's one with nuts and some kind of cream. That should be good too. And by the way, the expiration date is coming to an end here, so the discount and the price is cheaper. Next, we're going to choose an ice cream. We'll take this one with mint. What I love combini for is the uniqueness of the goods, so many things we can't find in the supermarket. These are these big shrimp chips, and they're 118 yen. There's also fried pasta and potatoes and mayonnaise and flour. I hope I can find these items later at the supermarket. These pizza-flavored chips cost 205 yen, but the packet is small. I feel like you can buy a big pack at the supermarket for that price. There's a variety of jellies at different prices, but we'll take this one for 243 yen. This small 10-piece butter for 325 yen. I think it's the same price for a big pack at the supermarket, but that's what we'll check. Next is mochi and some kind of jelly for 208 yen. I'll find some at the supermarket too and compare. All our purchases came to 2,447 yen. In combini, they always give you chopsticks and napkins. Next we'll shop at Tokyo store. It's raining outside, so we're carrying umbrellas. Here you can pack them very conveniently so that they don't drip water. First, people roll up the umbrella in order for it to pass into a special device and pull out the umbrella already in the case. The first thing that caught my eye was these expensive grapes. One sprig of grapes and it costs 62.64. I don't know what kind of grape it is, but it's supposed to be just golden and insanely delicious. But there's another one for 500 yen. I won't spend that kind of money on it, but I really wanted to know what the point of that 6,000 grape was, what it should be for that kind of money. And here's a cherry, but I think it's supposed to be sour. It's 1,058. Look, here's a piece of watermelon for 538. And here's a watermelon cut up for 430 yen. It's the rainy season in Japan in summer, which means mushrooms are growing vigorously. There are a lot of them and they are all different. The price of mushrooms is also different. You can make soups out of them, fry them. If I saw such mushrooms in our forests, I would say that they are definitely grebes. There are also pickled ones. The price for them is 106 yen for 90 grams. We also found such an interesting soup set of different root vegetables for 279 yen. And if you need leaves for something, like nettles, you can buy some too. 5 of them cost 64 yen. There are lots of eggs to choose from. I'll take 300 yen. Next are these interesting eggplants for 322 yen. They're stored in water. And this, if I'm not mistaken, is pickled zucchini. It's too big for a cucumber. If you're octopus lovers, you can get tentacles like these for 666 yen. For 538 yen, you can get squid. There are also all sorts of seafood salads with mayonnaise and caviar for 754 yen. And there's ice cream flavored Kit Kat for 354. So, kind of found almost the same pack of pizza flavored chips for 171 yen. And here's this huge pack of pizza-flavored chips for 365 yen. And here we found broccoli-flavored snacks. It's 473 yen. I wanted to show you milk. Here's the price for a liter of milk at 311 yen. This is the electronic price tag. For a long time, I thought it was a paper insert. And by the way, we always choose milk, because there are a lot of dairy products, but not milk. Next we came to take ice cream, and it is here all in one price. It is very convenient and you do not need to read the price tags to understand what price you need. For comparison, we'll take the one with the so cute kitty, it's vanilla. In the other freezer, there's also this big pack of 24 for 570 yen. Next, we'll take the jelly for 322 yen. It's a little different, but it's fruity too. I didn't intentionally lie to you about the butter. There's also the same 10 pieces of butter for 333 yen. There's the same one uncut for 419 yen. But we're comparing prices, so we'll take this small one too. And now we come to the puddings. The price is 181 yen. There are different ones here too, but we'll take a small one like this. We went to the different pasta and there's the same one we got for 279 yen. Anyway, when I saw this dessert here, I had my doubts at first if it was quail eggs. But no, it's still a sweet dessert just in a big package, costs 354 yen. We went to the sandwiches to see what's available. There are different ones here, 279, 300, 357 yen. And these are the sweet sandwiches. I honestly think it's terrible. Bread, kiwi, tangerine, cream. Come to the buns, 171 yen. There's cream, coffee flavored, bean flavored. By the way, I was wrong. There are macaroni buns like this here too. Price 149 yen. We bought pizza flavored chips, and here is a pizza flavored bun from the same company. And there's a very large selection of prepared food here. And we came to the onigiri. There's no onigiri like in combini here, so we'll have to buy a triangular one for 160 yen. Look, there's also these rice balls without nori leaves. Well, if you don't like anything but rice at all, you can get this triangular rice for 97 yen. Anyway, I forgot and got milk here and I didn't at combini, so to the check from combini I will add milk. The lost small milk is 185 yen and the large milk for 319. Finally, we came home with our purchases. And you know, I expected the difference between the stores to be just huge. Here we got a package from Tokyo store and the total came out to be 2,554 yen. And combini got 2633. It turns out that the difference is about 100 yen. But now we'll see. In general, it's much nicer to shop at combini because they pack everything for you. You bring your basket, set it down, and the seller will put everything in the bag himself. And they also put sticks, wet wipes.
If you need to heat your food, they will heat it up. You will be asked at the checkout if the food needs to be heated.
And very often there is still a place to eat in combini. Well, not in every place, of course, but they will heat it up in every place. And in the supermarket, you put a basket, you will get all the goods, but you pack it yourself. I'll get the groceries from the supermarket, and Alina from combini. So, first up, chips.
I have the same ones, just a different purchase. I have 68 grams. And the supermarket has how much?
For 8 grams less, 60 grams. Let's try some. I think they should be the same.
Well, they smell the same. They're like that, with paprika or some kind of sauce.
Pizza chip flavor. Salty enough, some spices. You know, the flavor of cheese and different spices. Switching it up, let's taste if there's a difference.
It's like they just put pizza sauce on the chips.
Especially, I find these less salty.
I think you're imagining it.
Overall, the chips don't taste any different at all, but they cost 205 yen at combini and 158 yen at Tokyo store. So, instant noodles, it's exactly the same. No difference at all, only the price is 258 and 292 yen. While the combini is more expensive. And then we have sandwiches. I have a fruit sandwich, which I don't like, and Alina has a teriyaki chicken and egg. The fruit sandwich is 298.
and with chicken is 338.
There are steps on the package on how to open it properly. The Japanese like to number and show everything. Mine smells insanely good. It's just moderately soaked and there's no bread crust. I really like it because it has chicken with teriyaki sauce. I feel like it can't be unpalatable. There's also eggs and some kind of sauce, but not mayonnaise. It's melt in your mouth. It's really good.
Mine too. It's really good. I'd say it's just like a fruit salad, but with cream. The Japanese like to put cream everywhere. It's like a cake, but with bread. I like it, but ideally there would be less cream. But it's good.
I don't think the Japanese know how to make cream. Their pastries are unbelievably delicious, but their cream is just not the same.
This cream is very greasy. I think because they don't have sour cream as such. They only have yogurt, then they add butter and it's very fatty.
Milk we just show, because it's exactly the same and it's not different. The price at the supermarket is 178 yen, at combini 185. Yes, the difference is basically 7 yen, so it's not really noticeable. You know, the supermarket is open until 11 p.m. and combini is open 24 hours a day. You can run in and buy more expensive if you want to drink milk at 2 a.m. So I think it's a small difference. We didn't find the same onihiri, but that's because only combini has the same shape as Alina's. The price at the supermarket is 160 yen and 171 calories.
And at combini, it's 200 yen and 158 calories.
And we took another scale to weigh it. The one from combini weighs 110 grams and the one from the supermarket weighs 108 grams. The combini has onihiri with mayonnaise and tuna. Mine is with grilled salmon. As usual, the steps for opening are described. But in my 3rd year of living in Japan, I still haven't learned how to open them properly.
By the way, there is no mayonnaise. Alia mixed up.
I took a bite and there's only rice. In general, there are more calories because there's more rice and I haven't gotten to the filling yet. I have to take a big bite to get to the middle. I just have to take another bite to show that there's stuffing in there after all. It's not salmon, it's some kind of spicy caviar and there's no sauce. To me, food without sauce is kind of bland. Although the nori sheet itself is very tasty, it's crunchy, but there's too little filling and no sauce, so it's a little dry. If you try it for the first time, you will definitely like it. But when you try different kinds, you realize that there are tastier ones after all. Alina doesn't want to try, so I'll have to do everything for 2. I don't really like tuna. It's spicy, it's got wasabi. It's very spicy. It's got sauce, so it's a little better, but the wasabi makes it spicy and I don't like tuna. Somehow I didn't like both onihiri. It's a bit of a pickle. Next we have the eggs. They just differ in packaging. The price of mine is 328 yen, Alina's is 338 yen. And both packages have caliber of eggs from 52 grams to 76 grams. Next, let's try the ice cream. Supermarket ice cream costs 118 yen.
In combini, it's 173. But that's because it's new, with mint. Yours is white, mine is peppermint. It's like cold peppermint gum. A little bit like toothpaste when you brush your teeth and you put very cold water in your mouth.
Mine just a regular, tasty ice cream. Let's try each other's. Menthol, peppermint gum. It's just chocolate with peppermint gum.
It's the ice cream we're all used to. Real tasty ice cream. In combini, Alia said you'd get top-notch service. They'll give you extra spoon and chopsticks. Let's try this dessert. And now look, I have something to eat dessert with.
Look, there's a very big difference, of course. The combini is 208 yen and the supermarket is 338 yen. The big one has 100 grams and the small one has 62 grams. 62 grams and 100 grams. Mine says it's a rice dessert.
Well, that's what I realized, because I tasted it and it's like teriyaki sauce.
I was expecting a dessert, and it's actually a very sticky rice dough that you can choke on, because it's very sticky and there's some syrup. I don't like the syrup. It's like a kind of fermented apple jam. I realize it's not apple jam, but it's kind of syrupy.
It feels like maple syrup. It looks like something like that.
I need to try it to compare which one tastes better. Anyway, it's not very convenient to eat with a stick. But this is tastier. This dough is softer and the syrup is kind of more delicate too. It's okay to try once, but it's not the kind of dessert you want to keep buying to eat over and over again. The butter is exactly the same.
The same company, the same grams, the same small format.
308 yen at the supermarket and 328 at combini. 20 yen difference and the butter is the same. Next we have this jelly.
Mine is bigger, 285 grams. It costs 243.
And my smaller one is 185 grams for 108 yen.
Smell is delicious. It's got tangerine, peach on top, and something else, pineapples I guess.
Mine it's like a gum like when I was a kid. I'm gonna let Alina try some because mine tastes better.
Well, yours is more sweet.
I got the pineapple, very sweet and delicious.
My pineapple is hard, not as soft as usual.
And the last thing is the rolls. Yes, I got them for 158 yen at the supermarket, but combini has them for 135 yen. You have chocolate, I don't know what it is yet, but I hope they have cream. You know, we do a lot of grocery shopping and we just don't have time to stand there and translate everything. And then you're sitting there wondering what you bought the bun with.
I've got 5 buns and she's got 4 and it's more expensive.
I got lucky and I got a chocolate bun. I was so afraid to have it with bean paste, but I got lucky. It's got the kind of chocolate that's more like Nutella.
It's delicious. They have really good buns in Japan.
Alina, is that what you recommend, buying groceries at the combini or the supermarket?
If it has to be a big purchase, for example you need to buy fruit, it is better, of course, to go to a big supermarket, because the choice there will obviously be bigger. But if it's just milk, ice cream, I recommend the combini.
I also wanted to say that it is very cool to shop in the supermarket in the evening. I literally got there once at 10 p.m. before closing time and it was 50% off, and then you really save money. But if you need something fast, it's easier to run out to the nearest combini.
In combini are no lines either. But at the checkout in a big store you will stand, because everyone with baskets. And of course they'll collect the shopping.
They'll give you napkins, chopsticks, spoons. Friends, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like, and we'll see you in new videos. Bye bye!